It has been over a month since the U.S. and Israel launched the war on Iran. 1 month on, Iran has been battered by thousands of missiles, yet it still keeps striking back. Despite this, U.S. President Donald Trump keeps saying that Tehran has already been defeated and simultaneously it is in talks with Washington. He said this again a few hours ago. Take a look.
We've had very good negotiations today with Iran, getting a lot of the things that they should have given us a long time ago. We'll see how it works out, but they're very good, moving along very nicely. They've destroyed a lot of additional targets today. The Navy's gone, the Air Force is gone, we know that. But we destroyed many targets today. It was a big day. And we are negotiating with them directly and indirectly.
So the question is, what exactly is President Trump negotiating and what is his end game? Over the last month, he has listed his objectives on several occasions. Here's one of the earliest lists.
Our objectives are clear. First, we're destroying Iran's missile capabilities. Second, we're annihilating their navy. Third, we're ensuring that the world's #1 sponsor of terror can never obtain a nuclear weapon. And finally, we're ensuring that the Iranian regime cannot continue to arm, fund, and direct terrorist armies outside of their borders.
So President Trump initially wanted to destroy Iran's missile capability. The U.S. and Israel have repeatedly struck what they say are Iranian missile production facilities. But as is evident from the retaliatory strikes, Iran has not exhausted its missiles yet, the most recent one being on Haifa in Israel. After that, President Trump said he wanted to destroy Iran's navy. He has repeatedly claimed that this objective has already been achieved. And while he stated that the Iranian navy has been destroyed weeks ago, the U.S. Central Command has regularly put out footage of strikes against more ships. So either the Iranian navy still exists or CENTCOM is bombing random boats. And with or without a navy, Iran is still managing to control the Strait of Hormuz. Objective number 3 was ensuring that Iran can never obtain a nuclear weapon. Iran has always said that it never wanted a nuclear weapon. It has also been party to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty of 1970. Non-member nations are Israel, India, Pakistan, North Korea, and South Sudan. Barring South Sudan, the other 4 are known or suspected to have nukes. And just hours ago, Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson said this.
The Islamic Republic of Iran has never sought and does not seek nuclear weapons. Regarding membership in this treaty, regardless of our clear position on the prohibition of all weapons of mass destruction, this is genuinely a debate taking place within public opinion and at the parliamentary level.
If Iran does withdraw from the NPT, we'll have to see if it follows the path of South Sudan or the other 4 non-party states. Trump's 4th initially stated objective was stopping Iran from supporting its allies in West Asia, the allies that Tehran calls the axis of resistance, which includes Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and others, armed factions in the region. The Houthis have just entered the war. Hezbollah has been fighting since 2nd of March, the day he first stated his objectives. A pro-Iran faction in Iraq called the Popular Mobilization Forces, or PMF, have regularly attacked American assets there. Only Hamas seems to have stayed out of the war so far, at least publicly. So none of President Trump's initially stated objectives seem to have been achieved, at least not yet, not in their entirety. And since he began the war on Iran, Trump's objectives have grown to include regime change and the opening of the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. and Israel assassinated Ayatollah Ali Khamenei with the first strikes. He was then replaced with his son, Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei. But President Trump insists that regime change has already taken place and that he's negotiating with Iran's new leaders.
I think we'll make a deal with them, pretty sure. Whether it's possible, we won't. But we've had regime change, if you look already, because the one regime was decimated, destroyed, they're all dead. The next regime is mostly dead. And the third regime, we're dealing with different people than anybody's dealt with before. It's a whole different group of people. So I would consider that regime change.
President Trump just put out this social media post a while back, once again insisting that he's talking to the new regime. And his post focuses on his final objective, opening the Strait of Hormuz. Trump once again threatened Iran, saying that if it doesn't agree to a deal soon, and if it doesn't open the Strait of Hormuz immediately, he's going to bomb its civilian infrastructure. President Trump has threatened to obliterate Iran's power plants, oil wells, Harg Island, and possibly water desalination plants. So far, a month of war, the American president's last remaining goal is to open a waterway which was already open before the war began. At the moment, the Strait of Hormuz seems to be the final piece of President Trump's endgame.